10 cheap meals medieval peasants ate to stay alive. Medieval peasants were some of the toughest people in history. They survived with almost no money and very simple food. Today, you will learn 10 cheap meals they ate to stay alive and why these foods kept them strong, and please subscribe to this channel. One barley bread was the heart of survival. Peasants used barley because wheat was expensive. Barley bread was tough, dark and heavy, but it kept people full for hours. This meal shows us that strength sometimes comes from simple, humble things. Pottage was a thick stew made with anything available: vegetables, herbs, and sometimes grains. It changed every day depending on what a family had. This meal teaches flexibility using what you have, even when life gives you very little. 3 oat porridge oats were cheap and grew well in cold places. Porridge was easy to cook and kept workers energized from morning to evening. It was a reminder that energy doesn't come from luxury, it comes from consistency. 4 cabbage and root vegetable soup. Cabbage, onions, turnips and carrots were the easiest crops. Boiled together, they created a warm, nutritious soup. Even with almost nothing, peasants found comfort in a hot bowl of vegetables. 5 dried cheese. Hard cheese lasted for months without spoiling. Peasants ate it with bread to add protein to their diet. This meal shows how simple preparation can create long-lasting security. 6 pea and bean stew. Legumes were called the meat of poor people. They were filling, rich in protein, and cheap to grow. Pea stew reminded peasants that strength doesn't require wealth, it requires nourishment. 7 fish from rivers and ponds. Freshwater fish like eels and small carp were common and free to catch. They added healthy fats and nutrients peasants couldn't afford from animals. This meal shows the power of using nature wisely. 8 flatbreads and ash cakes. When an oven was unavailable, peasants cooked dough on hot stones or in ashes. These quick breads were eaten during busy seasons like harvest. It teaches us that solutions appear when you stop waiting for perfect conditions. 9 apples and wild berries. Fruits were free and seasonal. Peasants dried apples for winter and picked berries during summer. This meal reminds us to take advantage of opportunities when they appear. 10 homemade ale or weak beer. Small beer water was often unsafe. Peasants drank weak beer because boiling during brewing killed germs. It wasn't for enjoyment, it was survival. This shows how innovation comes from necessity. Closing message. When we look at these simple meals, we learn something powerful. Survival is not about luxury, it is about creativity, resilience, and using whatever life gives you. Medieval peasants didn't have much, but they used every grain, every root, every idea. If they could survive with so little, imagine what you can achieve with what you have today.